Hey, welcome back to my channel where I am documenting my budgeting journey. I use the conscious spending plan, zero-based budgeting, and the cash envelope method. Today I am going to briefly be closing out the budget for the month of June. I'm going to do some unstuffing for my last paycheck, some condensing, and then I am also going to give an update on how much money I saved, extra money that I saved to go towards my emergency fund with the use of savings challenges and money that I have left over every month for quarter two. Getting into the monthly budget closeout, I budgeted $3,180 for my income. First of all, excuse me. Hi, my name is Joya. I am in my 30s. I am single, child-free. I am currently debt-free. I don't know, that might change. I have to update you guys about my car situation, but currently I am debt-free. I work from home as a medical billing supervisor, and I live with my mom and my nephew. So my budget for the month of June was $3,180. The actual ended up being $3,636.10. I want to calculate that really quick. So an extra $456.10 for my expenses, which is my fixed expenses and a few variable expenses. The budget was $1,639, but I actually only ended up coming out $1,551.41. So $87.59 less than what was budgeted. For my short to midterm savings, I budgeted to save $655, but ended up saving $670, so $15 more. And then my guilt-free spending, and this layout is how I do it for the conscious spending plan. So for the guilt-free spending, the budget was $186, and then I ended up budgeting $1,275. And I break that down by my blessings, giving, my fun money, and then any money that I have to go towards my savings challenges. So again, budget is looking good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my unstuffing for the expenses for the second paycheck of June. All right, so I'm going to try to update you guys as I do this. Hopefully I can stay on track. But Thursday, I ended up taking my car, getting it towed from the house to AAA. I'm going to first unstuff groceries. My mom and I went to Sam's Club, and I ended up transferring her $150. I budgeted $150 for each paycheck. 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So took it and got it towed first thing in the morning, and I had an appointment at 8 o'clock, the first one of the day, and got a call back around 11 o'clock saying that I need a new engine, you guys. So there's a total of $76 remaining, and with this specific category, I take whatever's left over from the budget and put it into my monthly leftover category. So I'm going to put this over to the side. I also do the same thing for gas, which I'm going to be taking out. I spent $38.63, and I actually filled up my mom's gas tank because I used her car to go up to the shop after they called me about pretty much I needed to take my car to the Kia dealership. So $38.63, I'm going to take out $39. So this is 50. So I'm going to do, oh no, I'll do 40. So 40, and then that means that I will just need $1 back, right? Yes. So this should be 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I will go ahead and condense this. And so this $11 is going to get added to this pile of money. When I was on the phone with him before I even went up to the car shop, he did say that there's a recall on my year, make, and model for the engine. I can't remember the specifics, but he said that because of this issue, Kia extended their warranty for I think 150,000 miles, and then for 15 years. Household. I got some toiletries for Q3 for $33.55. So I'm gonna take $34 out of here. So I'm gonna have to put this 100 down. Give myself back 66. Which leaves me with 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 91. Now, gas and groceries are the only two envelopes that I remove all of the leftover money completely. But for most of the remaining envelopes that I spend from any money that I have left over that does not end in a 5 or a 10, it comes out. So I'm going to take this dollar out and add that to the monthly rollover. So of course I was devastated because what the heck? I think what bothered me the most is I go to the Kia dealership to get my car serviced. And I've been doing that from what I can remember all the way back since 2021. I got the car in 2018. I can't remember if I was pets. I'm not taking anything from pets. So let's go to the next binder, which will be vacation. And I need to start marking off the ones that I've completed. So I've been going to Kia to have them service my vehicle since I can remember. And also because I work from home, I'm not driving it. So not only am I keeping up on my oil changes, I'm not driving it either. So I was just a little annoyed that that was not something that I knew about. Actually, no, I need to come back to this one because I don't have enough change over here yet. So this is my guilt-free binder, and I'm going to take all the money out from blessings, which should be 368, 100, 200, 350, 65, 66, 67, 68. So that's my first frustrations. And then not long after, I got an email at work regarding the big beautiful bill that just passed and how it can majorly affect the people that we provide service to who use state insurance, Medicaid. Personal, I got some stuff from Amazon for $61.32, so 61 is coming out. I'm gonna put 100 down. And give myself back 39. So there's now 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna take these 4 singles out, add it to the monthly leftover. So that was like a second whammy, and I'm just like, okay. Today, it's a lot going on today. So I did have a moment where like I was explaining everything to my mom and I just broke down, and she was just very reassuring. Just first of all, that my feelings that I was feeling was very, very valid, and helping me kind of figure out if I should take the car up to Kia today or what I should do, because I can't drive my car, obviously. So she was like, well, go up to, you know, where your car is, which was AAA, and I guess just have it towed back to the house, if anything, because you don't want to be charged a storage fee. Date night. My boyfriend and I went out on the 20th, whatever day that was. I think that was a Friday. We ended up meeting at the event, and I ended up just paying parking, which was $5 after validation. So 5. And then yesterday, I went to my friend's house. So yesterday was the 4th of July. Went to my friend's house. Doesn't celebrate, and we don't really celebrate either. We just throw stuff on the grill, maybe do a firework here and there. And he invited me and my friend over. So I was like, hey, as long as your girl can get a ride, then I'm good to go. So anyway, ended up spending $15.36 on food. Now I can't remember because I didn't have to drive. I did a little bit more drinking than usual, and I am not mad about it. So anyway, I don't remember if this includes the tip that I gave or not because it was a food delivery. So a total of $20 needs to come out of here technically, but this $5, I need to put it in my global entry because I got my $120 reimbursed. However, this $5 was pending on the day that it got reimbursed. So when I called to get a check issued to me, that $5 got deducted. So technically I only got $115. So I am going to, how much do I have here? 5, 10, 15. Hold on. I went and got $15 more worth of prop money, you guys. I use prop money. I'm so sorry. I like to keep all my money at the bank. So this is prop money if you did not notice. So I am going to put 20 down and give myself back $20 and change. And then I am going to put $15 back in. This makes sense to me, right? This $5, I'm going to add it to this passport and global entry envelope. So this should be back up to 150, 120, 40, 45, and 50. Back in my global entry. And that happened, what, 2 days after I got the check cut to me on the 22nd of June. So that was, when did I did the global entry on the 18th, the renewal. So that was 4 days, which I was like, okay, Capital One. All right, so going back to date night, I have 150, 250, 70, wait, 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 272. Ones are going to the monthly leftover. So I went up to AAA maybe about 2 hours later. The same day this happened, my uncle came into town randomly to, he lives in California and he wanted to spend some time with us. So again, just so much happening. So about 2 hours after I got the phone call, I finally got myself together and went up to AAA to get the car and then also pay. I had to pay for the diagnostic. Self-care, I got some stuff from Amazon for $18.87. So a total of $19 is coming out. I'm gonna put 20 down. And instead of putting one in here, because that'll leave me with, looks like 6 or 16, I'm gonna put the one over into the monthly leftover pile. Oh shoot, I was supposed to take another $15 out of household. Let me backtrack real quick. Sorry you guys if I'm all over the place. I'm trying to update you guys while unstuffing. So $15, leaving me with 75, and I have to put that here on my tracker. And now I go to vacation. I got my flights to celebrate my older sister for her birthday at the end of this month. And that came out to be $343.96 for my tickets, which for me, I think is a good deal because of the destination. And these are nonstop flights, so I think it's a good deal. So $500 minus, I'm gonna round it up to $344. I'm gonna bring back 156. Now this envelope, I will not be taking this $1 out of. When I go to budget for my next paycheck, then I will just add in an extra $4 so that this will be back up to an even 5 or 0. And then that'll be it for vacation. And then the last that I will be unstuffing is car maintenance. So the guy had asked me if I had contacted Kia because he wanted me to call them before I figured out the tow situation, because he was saying that in order to, I guess, qualify for this recall, you have to prove that you've been keeping up on your oil changes and all that, yada, yada, yada. I told him, I was like, honestly, I've had too much bad news for the day that I didn't want to contact them for them to possibly tell me that I didn't qualify. I did say though, however, I've been going to them to get my vehicle service. So he was like, oh, well then that should be good because they have record, you know, of your oil changes. So that kind of helped me feel a little bit better. Only thing is, I got the car from CarMax, so my whole issue was like, what does the warranty really look like for me, because I didn't purchase the vehicle from Kia. I got it through CarMax. So the initial tow for when my car shut down was $140.90. I'm rounding that up to $141. Then the next day I went ahead and got my AAA policy renewed for the year, and there was a nice discount for the holiday, so that was $89.99. I'm running that up to $90. And then the diagnostic for them to look at my car and figure out what was going on, which I was hoping was just like a starter, was $180.40. So I'm going to round that down to $180. So a total of $411 is coming out of car maintenance. I'm going to take this $500 and give myself back $89. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I already kind of did this here. I should have 1129. So 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Anyway, him letting me know that it was a little reassuring. My thing was like, why am I getting my car service here and y'all ain't never told me nothing about this recall? And maybe they have and I just didn't know. They checked it randomly when I went up and got an oil change, and they did what they needed to do and maybe just didn't tell me. But yeah, I was a little annoyed about that. So yeah, I need a new engine, and I have an appointment on Monday to get my car. Oh, another thing, he told me that I could leave my car there with no storage fee until Wednesday, and that was a huge relief. I think he could like visibly see my shoulders dropping, and I'm pretty sure I let out an audible sigh. So the unstuffing is done, and I am now going to get into the condensing, starting with my expenses. Let's see, household should be good. I think I just did that. And then pets. Oh, I'm glad I looked in here. There's another $1 that's hanging on that I need to put over into the monthly rollover. And then I'm gonna put this down, 10, 15, and 20 for a 20, leaving me with $70 in pets. Now it's just to see if I qualify for this recall, and I guess kind of go from there. Going into flex, there's a lot that I can condense in here. So obviously I just did this one. Hotel, can do 250s for a 100. I am bummed, obviously, because what the heck, but I am, you know, trying to be as positive as I can, because again, I've been keeping up with my oil changes as best as I could. Yes, I did go past the date that I needed to get my oil change. It says 20, 40, 50, and 60. So 20, 40, and 50. But I hadn't reached the mileage. I think I'm still 3,000 away from, if not 3,000, then 2,000 miles away. So I'm a little positive about, you know, that, and them having a record of me, you know, being diligent about being up to date with my oil changes. And then I have a lot of money saved, and we'll get into that once I do my Q3 update, or my Q2 update, excuse me. Drinks, I think just has 15. Tips, and we do 2 5s for this 10. Shopping just has 15, and so does activities. And then I should be able to condense this, yes, to have 50. So 20, 40, 45, and 50 for this 50. I'm going to quickly look at annual. I did most of the condensing in my last stuffing video because I ran out of prop money. I can do car registration, get 2 10s down for a 20. YouTube Premium is good too. I remember condensing that one. Back to the guilt-free binder. Okay, so 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. Birthday has 100, and that's as condensed as it can be, as well as gifts and family time. Date night. Do these 250s for a 100. That's still good. My tracker is showing me that I should only have 220, so I will, in the editing process, if I need to take this 50 out, then I will make the adjustment there. Self-care is good. And my mom is good at 150. All right. Car maintenance. I'm so sad. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And then 10, 15, and 20. So, should be good. Oh, I left it in here. 1,100, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. $500 of this is my car deductible, but I just combined everything to make it easier. Christmas. Let's see, can do 2 10s for a 20. $100, $200, $250, $270, $290, $295. Emergency, I'm gonna come back to that because the money that I'm putting over to the side, plus my savings challenges. What is this? This is chocolate. I'm gonna add that to emergency so we can have an overall view of how much I saved for the quarter. Home maintenance, 50, 70, 90, 100. Uh-oh, I'm out of, nope. I'm gonna take these 2 50s out, swap it for this 100. Medical is good. Pet care, do 2 10s for a 20. So 100, 200, 300, 400 for 20, 440. So now I'm going to quickly add up the savings challenges that I completed for the quarter. This Glow Up and Save challenge from It's D saved me 74, plus 150 from A to Z Budgets, plus $20 from Boop and Budgets, plus $30 from Clarissa at Coffee and Budgets, 30, plus $100 from Gigi's Planner Room, and then I saved $68 here. This is another challenge from D. This is another challenge from Clarissa at Coffee and Budgets. It saved me another $30. This challenge by Onyx saved me $55. This challenge saved me $46, and that's Neen at Neen's Budget. And then Hot Beauty Budget's Juneteenth challenge saved me $24. So just from the challenges that I have saved for the quarter, a total of $597. I started keeping track of my monthly leftover, and so far for the month of April and May, there's a total of $268 saved. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that. Plus, child, look at that, $865. So from the month of June, I have saved 50, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, and 96. Let me write that down here really quickly. So $865 plus 96, $961 in total I have saved from quarter two, an extra savings to go towards my emergency fund. So for just doing the budget for the month of June, I'm going to, so 961 plus 170 plus 165, $1,296 in total has been added to the sinking fund. And I saved on my sinking fund this for last so that I could know. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to add 961 here. Quarter, I'm gonna just put quarter to savings. So 5,820, which is what I have in here already, plus 961, 6,000. Y'all, my goal is $7,000, and that was for to have it by the end of the year. $6,781. Oh my gosh. So I started this month with 5,485, ending it with 6,781, which is a difference of, again, $1,296. Oh my gosh, that is insane. So 7,000 minus $6,781. I only have $219 to go to get this at $7,000. Let me go ahead and add this all up. Y'all, I have $13,068 saved, and this does not include any of the money that is in my guilt-free spending. So this is another thing that has me thinking positively about this whole car situation, because if for whatever reason I do not qualify for this recall under the warranty, I can get it replaced and just deplete all of this. Like, unfortunately, I would hate to deplete it, but I have it on hand, ready and available. I can swipe my card. All of this is in my high-yield savings account with Capital One 360. I can swipe my Capital One credit card and I can pay it off with each category that is in my high-yield savings account. I do not want to get another car payment, you guys. That was another option. It's like, okay, well, maybe this $13,000 can be a down payment for a new car, but I have my car paid off. I don't want to have this be a down payment and then I still have to come out of pocket for a car payment until it's paid off. So as much as it sucks, I have options where I can continue to be out of debt. Y'all, I'm getting a little emotional. So I do want to really quickly, compare really quickly how the difference in when I started the quarters. So here's March. So I ended off March, saving $11,217. So that's obviously ending quarter one. And now I'm ending quarter two with $13,068. Difference of 1,851 saved. And I'm just keeping track of my sinking funds. Again, the only thing from my guilt-free spending that I'm keeping track of is my birthday. So I am so proud of myself, you guys. And yet again, if worst comes to worst, I can use this money to go towards a new engine. All right, so going back to emergency, I just want to have what's in here reflect the new balance of, oh my gosh, $6,781. 5,000, 6,500, 600, 700, 750, 770, 780, $6,781 in emergency. If y'all don't get on this budgeting, I promise you will not be disappointed. It is not easy to start, and sometimes you'll end up spending exactly what you saved and have to deplete. But the beautiful thing about budgeting is that if you do it right, you can adjust it to your needs as you go, and you can still have the money to save and put aside and spend, because I am an advocate for being able to enjoy the money that you work hard for and not just have to spend or save. And then on the reverse, like, you don't want to just spend like I was doing, being able to pay off my credit card at the end of every month, but I had nothing to show for it in savings. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Again, I hope it wasn't too long. That's why I have timestamps. I will continue to keep you guys updated. I thank you guys so much for all of your prayers and well wishes. I know that things can be worse, so I am thankful that even in this difficult spot, I have options. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday weekend. Please give the video a like and consider subscribing if you are new and are still here. And y'all take care, all right? I will see you on the next one. Peace.